Pabbly. In this video, we are going to learn how to auto-create social media posts from Airtable using AI agent. So now what if I tell you that in your Airtable, you will write a prompt of the type of post that you want to create on your Facebook page. And automatically within few seconds, an AI agent is going to create that post on your Facebook page. Yes, this is possible. And you can do this without need of any coding and programming skills using Pabbly Connect. Now in your Airtable, when you're going to add the new data, the description of the post that you want to create on your Facebook page, automatically first AI agent is going to generate the image for you related to the description. As the image is generated, we want a caption as well. So another AI agent is going to generate as a caption. As the image and the caption is generated by the AI agent, automatically a post is going to be created on our Facebook page and shared to our audience. So now if you want to learn this entire process of how you can create this amazing AI agent with the help of Pabbly Connect, for that simply let me take you to my screen. In this video, we are going to learn how to auto-create social media posts from Airtable using AI agent. So as a manager in an educational institute, I regularly share informative and engaging content on our social media pages to educate and inspire our audience. I use Airtable to organize my topic ideas. Then I use an AI agent that automatically generates high quality relevant images without any text in them and also create an insightful caption that are easy to understand and aligned with the topic. Once the content is generated, the image and the caption are updated back in my Airtable again, as well as finally the content is automatically been published on my Facebook page to keep my followers consistently engaged with valuable educational posts, all without any manual efforts. And I'm going to create this amazing AI agent using Pabbly Connect. So first of all, I'm going to show you how this AI agent works in real time. I'm going to add the data of the new post description over here in my Airtable, and after that I'm going to check whether automatically my Airtable record is updated with the image URL, post caption and status right over here. With that, a new post has been created on my Facebook page or not. Okay, so I'm going to add the new description right here. So this is the description, a visual of solar system showing all 8 planets orbiting the sun in accurate size and distance proportions set against a dark space background with stars. No label or text. The caption should explain the structure of our solar system. In simple words, mention how the sun keeps the planet in orbit and include one fun fact like what planet is the hottest. Okay, so I've added the post description right over here thoroughly. As I have successfully added the post description right over here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait over here for a few seconds for this AI agent to run, and then I'm going to check whether the Airtable record is updated. With that, a post has been created on my Facebook page or not. So I'm going to wait for few minutes, and you can see right over here within few minutes this Airtable record has been updated with the image you can see right over here. This is the AI generated image right here of our solar system. With that over here you can see this is the caption that is generated by my AI agent. Hello stargazers, ever wondered what keeps our neighborhood in line? It's all about the sun. The massive ball of fiery gas pulls all 8 planets into perfectly choreographed dance, helping them orbit in their own unique paths. Did you know Venus is the hottest planet on our solar system? Even though Mercury is the closest to the sun, Venus' thick atmosphere traps heat like a cozy blanket. How cool is that? Take a moment to soak in beauty of our vast universe and appreciate the harmony of our solar system. Keep looking up, okay? You can see this caption is generated and the post status also is updated over here as created. So if I'm going to open my Facebook page and refresh this page from here, and if I'm going to scroll down, you can see automatically the post with the image and the caption that was generated has been successfully created as a post on my Facebook page right here, okay? So as now the post has been successfully created on my Facebook page, this is how this AI agent is going to work in real time. And we are going to create this amazing AI agent using Pabbly Connect. For that, on a new tab, I'm going to browse the website of Pabbly Connect, that is www.pabbly.com/connect. After browsing the website, Pabbly Connect's landing page is going to appear in front of you, on which we have 2 options, sign in or sign up for free. If you're an existing user, you can directly sign into your Pabbly Connect account. But if you're a new user, you can sign up for free and get 100 free tasks every month. I'm an existing user, so I'm going to directly sign into my Pabbly Connect account. After signing in, you can see the All Pabbly Apps window in front of you, in which you can see all the applications that Pabbly provides, from which we are going to use this Pabbly Connect. For that, click on this Access Now button right over here. Then Pabbly Connect's dashboard is going to appear in front of you, and on the dashboard, now to create a new AI agent, we have to create a workflow. For that, click on this Create Workflow button right over here. It is asking for the workflow name first. So for the name of my workflow, I'm going to give it as AI Agent to auto-create social media posts from Airtable. This is the name of my workflow. For the folder, these are the folders from which I'm going to select the AI Agents folder. And then I'm going to click on this Create button to create a new workflow. Our workflow has been created in my Pabbly Connect account, and you can see that there are two windows in front of you. One is the trigger window, other is the action window. So what is trigger and action? Trigger and action are the two most important steps of our automation process because our process depends on these two principles. Over here, trigger says when this happens and action says do this. That means what is action? Action is a response towards our trigger. In an automation process, there can be only one trigger step but multiple action steps. We are going to set up our trigger step first, in which for my trigger application, I am going to select over here as Airtable. I am selecting my trigger application as Airtable because whenever the new prompt, that means the new post description is going to be added over here in my Airtable, I want the trigger over here should capture the response of that. That is why for my trigger application, I'm going to select it as Airtable, and the trigger event is going to be new record, okay? After selecting the trigger application and the event, I'm going to click on this connect button. A window is going to appear in front of you, on which click on add new connection. Then click on this connect with Airtable button right over here. Now over here, this window is going to appear in front of you, which is asking for you to select the source and the base. For the source, I'm going to add all the sources right over here. And for the base, I have created a base in my Airtable account in the name of image generator. And I want Airtable should capture the response of this post description in this base. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to this menu right here. And over here for the base, I'm going to select it as image generator, okay? After selecting the resource and the image, I'm going to click on this grant access button because this is a safe process and my data is perfectly and absolutely safe with Pabbly Connect. So I'm going to click on this grant access button right here. And as I've done that, you can see Airtable is now been successfully authorized with Pabbly Connect. After authorizing, firstly, it is asking for me to give the base name. For the base name, I have created a base in the name of image generator. So for the base, I'm going to select over here as image generator. This is the base. I'm going to select it. In this base, I have created a single sheet in the name of table 1 right over here. So for the table, I'm going to select it as table 1. After entering the base name at the table 1, in the important note, it says that we have to add a field over here in our base that we have created that has the property that is created time. Okay, you can see in this base that I've created, I have added a property of this created time right over here. Okay, we have to add this. You have to make sure it is very important to add this created time field in your base because then only Pabbly Connect is going to capture the response of that. And we have to name it over here as created. Okay, as I've named it as created, you also have to name it over here as created. I'm going to show you right over here. This is the created time and the name is created right here. You need to add it in the base. Okay, so after adding that right over here, you can see it says save and send test request. As soon as I'm going to click on this button, the last data that has been added over here in this base is going to be captured in the response right here. So before clicking on this button, I'm going to add new post description over here. For that, I'm going to click on this plus button and now I'm going to add a new description right here. You can see right over here, this is my post description, a beautiful representation of Earth's layer with a cut out side showing crust, mantle, outer core, inner core in different textures and natural colors. No labels, no annotations. The caption should explain the different layers of Earth in simple terms while understanding them in important of geology and earthquakes. You can see I've added the post description successfully in my Airtable. So as I've added the record, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back and click on this save and send test request button right over here. As I've done that, you can see we have received a response in which I have received the post description right over here. And this is the same description that I've added in my Airtable as a record. A beautiful representation of Earth's layer with cutout sides showing crust, mantle, outer core, inner core. You can see this was the same post description that has been captured in my trigger. As now the response has been captured, this means that Airtable is successfully connected to Pabbly Connect and our trigger setup is now been done. Over here now, whenever you're going to add a new post description in your Airtable as a record, automatically the trigger is going to capture the response of that. But if you do not receive the response immediately after creating the new record, then do not worry. Airtable is a polling based application. You can see it says 10 minutes. This is the polling duration, that is our trigger time. And every 10 minutes, whenever the new data is going to be added in my Airtable, Airtable is going to collect it and send it towards Pabbly Connect after every 10 minutes duration. And if you want to set up this trigger time, go to 3 dots, click on the set trigger time option right here. This window is going to appear and on the drop down, the minimum trigger time is 10 minutes and the maximum is 24 hours. You can set up the trigger time according to your requirement and click on this save button right over here, okay? So now after setting up our trigger step, we need to set up our action step. As now we have the post description, I want an AI agent to first generate the caption and then the image according to the description that we have added. And for the AI agent, I'm using OpenAI. But if you want to use any other AI platforms as your AI agent like Google Gemini, you can definitely do that according to your requirement. I'm going to set up my action step in which from action application, I'm going to select over here as OpenAI. An action event over here is going to be ChatGPT. And then I'm going to click on this connect button. A window is going to appear in front of you on which click on add new connection and then it is asking for the token using which we are going to build the connection between OpenAI and Pabbly Connect. To have the token, go to this hyperlink given here below in the help desk right here. Then the API keys page of my OpenAI account is going to appear in front of you. And now to generate a new API key, click on this create button right over here on the top right corner. Firstly, we have to give the name to the key. For the name over here, I'm going to give it as demo. Project, I'm going to select default. Permissions, you need to select it as all. And then click on this create button to create a new token. Token is generated, copied from here and pasted in this token field right over here. And click on this save button. This is how you build a connection between OpenAI and Pabbly Connect. After connecting, firstly, it is asking for me to select the AI model for which I'm going to use GPT-4o Mini. But if you want to use any other AI models according to your business requirements, you can definitely do that. And then it is asking for the prompt. What is prompt? Prompt is the text with the help of which an AI agent is going to generate the content according to our requirement. In the prompt over here, we need to specify all the things that we want and do not want in our generated content. So for the prompt over here, I'm going to write it as. So this is the prompt that I've written right here. You are a social media content creator. Based on the following visual description, write an engaging caption suitable for Facebook. Keep the tone friendly and relatable and creative. Visual description, I have to add the description right here. Avoid using hashtags or emojis unless relevant to the mood. The caption should match the feel of the image and grab attention. Okay, so this is the prompt that I've written. Now it is asking for me to add the description of the post right over here. So for the data of this field, I'm going to map the data. What is mapping? Mapping is inserting data from the previous step. So I'm going to insert the data from the previous step of this workflow. How it works is that as soon as I'm going to select the field, the previous step, that is Airtable new record, is going to appear in front of you. As I'm going to click on it, the response that is captured in our previous step is going to appear in front of you, and here is the post description, and this AI agent should generate the caption for this description. So I'm going to select the data of the description from my previous response. As now I've selected the data from my previous response, you can see this data is now been mapped. And as I've mapped this data, the data has now become dynamic. That means now whenever a new response is going to be captured in our previous step, automatically the new data is going to be updated in place of this mapped data. And then simply I'm going to click on this save and send test request button right here. As I've done that, I have received a response. In the response, I have received the message content, and this is the caption that is generated by my AI agent. Ever wondered what's beneath our feet? This stunning visual of Earth's layer takes us on a journey deep into planet we all call home. From the rocky crust where we live to the flowing mantle that moves like a gentle tide, each layer tells a story of Earth's dynamic nature. Below that lies the molten outer core, spinning and creating our magnetic field, and at the very heart, the solid inner core, a fiery ball forged in the immense heat of our Earth's formation. Understanding these layers isn't just fascinating, it's crucial for learning how geological processes shape our world. You can see the caption has been generated successfully by this AI agent related to the post description that we have added. Okay, so as now the caption is generated, with the caption, we need to generate the image image of this description that we have added in our Airtable as a record as well. For that, now I'm going to add an action step in this workflow, in which from action application, again, I'm going to select my AI agent, that is OpenAI. An action event over here is going to be generate image Delhi right here. And then I'm going to click on this connect button. A window is going to appear in front of you on which I'm going to select the existing connection. But if you want, you can add a new connection from here. And then simply I'm going to click on this save button right here. Firstly, it is asking for me to select the model, for which I'm going to use Dell E3 for better results. But if you want, you can also use Dell E2 according to your requirement. Now it is asking for the prompt. This prompt is going to help us to generate the image. So for the prompt over here, I'm going to write it as, this is the prompt. You are an AI image creator. Generate a high quality, realistic and aesthetically styled image based on the following description. I have to add the description, so I'm going to map the data of the description right over here. Make sure the image contains no text, words, symbols, logos or written context of any type. Focus only on visual elements that match the description. Okay, so this is the entire prompt. For the number of image, I want one image to be generated, so I'm going to select over here as 1. For the size, I'm going to use 1024 into 1024 as the size. Quality, I want an HD quality, so I'm going to select over here as HD. If you want to select a style of the image that you want to generate, you can definitely do that by following the note given over here. I do not want that, so I'm going to skip the part, and simply I'm going to click on this save and send test request button after that. As I've done that, you can see we've received a response, which is a positive response in which we have received the URL right over here. This is the image URL. I'm going to copy this image URL from here and open it in a new tab right over here. Okay. So this is the image generated by my AI agent. You can see right over here. These are all the layers you can see right over here, and this is our Earth. Okay. So as now this image has been generated by our AI agent successfully. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to my workflow, and now what we are going to do is we are going to create the post using this image and this caption on our Facebook page first. For that, I'm going to add an action step in this workflow, in which from action application, I'm going to select it over here as Facebook pages. Action event is going to be create page photo post, and then I'm going to click on this connect button. A window is going to appear in front of you on which click on add new connection, then click on this connect with Facebook pages button right over here. Then it is asking for me to choose and continue with this account. So yes, this is the account. I'm going to click on this continue button, and on this continue button to create the connection. And within few seconds, Facebook pages is going to be automatically authorized with Pabbly Connect. It was very easy for me to connect my Facebook page to Pabbly Connect because on a new tab, I have already logged into my Facebook page. That makes it much easier to connect our Pabbly Connect account to Facebook, okay? For the page, I'm going to select it as Spark Success Coaching because on this page, I want to create the post. So for the page over here, I'm going to search for the page that I've created and select it right over here, okay? Then it is asking for the photo URL, for which I'm going to map the data of this image URL right over here. And for the description, I'm going to map the data of this caption generated. And then simply, I'm going to click on this save and send test request button right over here. As I've done that, I've received a response, which is a positive response. If I'm going to open my Facebook page and refresh this page from here, and if I'm going to scroll down, you can see a new post has been created on my Facebook page with the image generated and the caption that was generated, you can see right here, okay? So as now the post is successfully created over here on my Facebook, I want to update my Airtable record as well with the image attachment right here, post caption and the status over here as created. For that, I'm going to add an action step in this workflow, in which from action application, I'm going to select over here as Airtable. Action event over here is going to be update record, and then I'm going to click on this connect button. A window is going to appear in front of you on which I'm going to select the existing connection, but if you want, you can add a new connection. Then I'm going to click on this save button right here. It is asking for the base name, for which I'm going to select over here as image generator. So over here, I'm going to select the base as image generator right here. And for the table, I'm going to select the table one from here because this is a table, okay? For the record ID, I'm going to map the data of the record ID right over here. I'm going to toggle this map button on, erase the existing data from here. And in this Airtable step, we have received the record ID. I'm going to map the data of the record ID right here, okay? I do not want to update the post description. I want to update the image URL. So I'm going to add the image URL right over here. For the post caption, I'm going to map the data of the post caption, the post generated right here. And for the status, I'm going to update over here as created. Okay. And it's asking for the enable typecasting, which I do not want. So I'm going to skip the part and select it as false. And then I'm going to click on this save and send test request button. I have received a response, which is a positive response. If I'm going to open my Airtable right over here and refresh this table, automatically you can see over here the image has been successfully added. This is the same AI generated image you can see right here. This is the caption you can see right over here, and the post status comes over here as created. Okay, so this is how we have successfully created this amazing AI agent right over here, and you can see as the record has also been updated, the entire AI agent is now been created. So now to sum till now what we have done, this trigger is Airtable new record. As soon as you're going to add the data of the new post description, the trigger is going to capture the response of that. Using the post description AI agent, that is OpenAI ChatGPT, is first going to generate the caption for the post. After generating the caption, we want to generate the image as well. So OpenAI generate image del E is going to generate the image for us for the post description. As the caption and the image is generated, automatically a post is going to be created on our Facebook page using Facebook page's create page photo post. As the post has been created, I want to update my Airtable record with the image, caption and the status as created. So using Airtable update record, I have updated the details. So in this manner, I have created this amazing AI agent to auto create social media posts from Airtable using Pabbly Connect without need of any coding and programming skills for my educational platform. So this was it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Not just with these applications, you can create automation between multiple applications using Pabbly Connect. If you have any doubts, you can send us email on support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can ask us queries on forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issues, you can check out this link. If you like this video, please do subscribe to our channel and hit the like button down there.